Welcome to the investigators. We have taken our viewers on a fascinating journey in the unexplained and determined two irrefutable facts. Number 1. Ancient humans lacked cognition to do anything on their own. They needed help from aliens. Number 2. Simple explanations supported by scientific evidence are incorrect. Very complex and thinly supported explanations are much better. Tonight, we will take you on a special journey. The investigators team has traveled around the globe to connect multiple unexplained phenomena. The results will make you question the very fabric of reality. We start our journey at the Investigators Command Center. For the protection of the investigators, the location of their command center is a well-guarded secret.
Alright everybody, I got a real whopper of a case here!
As a member of the investigators, I would expect nothing less.
Lay it on us, Butch.
We're gonna play a little game called Connect the Dots!
What? Connect the dots? I've been in the Conspiracy Underground for 22 long years, and I've never heard of that.
Tell us more, boss. This one sounds interesting.
We have preliminary evidence that all our highest rated conspiracies are all connected. So we're gonna blow the lid off this thing right here on Basic Cable. We're gonna find out what, who, or what is pulling the strings around here. And I'm expecting results. And you know what happens if I don't get results. I'm gonna make results out of all of you. And don't forget, I've claimed to be part of the Delta Force, and I have won at least 3 different arm wrestling matches.
Oh, yes. CIA-funded time travel. This is one of the most powerful secrets that the government doesn't want you to know about. As a card-carrying member of the Conspiracy Underground, I'll believe just about anything.
Uncovering the super lizard conspiracy? Oh my, you're certainly playing to my strengths on this one. Everyone knows that scary lizard monster people have infiltrated the powerful royal families of Europe. That's old news. But what about the super lizard people who control the lizard people? That has been ignored for far too long.
Well, Kelly, I hate to tell you that the lizard people aren't alone in their appetite for Earth's resources. We now have half-organic, half-machine cyborgs living amongst us now. Many think they're from a different planet, but I know a little-known documentary where a robot comes from the future to kill certain people. They even made a sequel. Scary stuff.
Well, it's about time we pulled back the covers on this one. I've been personally keeping track of the theory of the 5 for 16 and a half years. But now with all the resources from the investigators, I can finally reveal my research.
The theory of the 5? What's that?
My dear, let me complete your degree in the conspiracy theory of the 5. The 5 are a council of hyper-intelligent alien beings that have given the humans the resources they have now. The wheel, the printing press, the computer, and McDonald's french fries. All of it.
Butch, for a case this big, I know you won't be sitting on the sidelines.
Not a chance! I have the CIA running scared. I'm gonna seal the deal. I'm gonna blow the lid off Easter Island, Machu Picchu, and Stonehenge, and several other things I cannot pronounce. You all have your travel vouchers. We're gonna confront, interrogate, and threaten until we find out who's pulling the strings around here.
The investigators team takes off for the far reaches of the globe to track down the experts and witnesses that reveal the ultimate conspiracy. While the team travels, we will check in with our experts.
And for everything in the universe is connected. And I'm not just talking about some metaphysical level, but I'm talking about a direct level. People always keep asking me for evidence for my claims, and of course I have a book that details all of this. This self-published book is available exclusively in weird-smelling bookstores in the middle of nowhere. Way back in the 1860s, Baron von Lowbrow did an amazing analysis of the lesser-known works of Beethoven. He proved that if you rearrange the parts of it and cut out the parts that don't fit and maybe add something from other composers, Beethoven's work matches up exactly with the Rosetta Stone. This is clear evidence of an intricate connection and message, that the message was sent to us by extraterrestrial.
Most people, the conspiracy theory of everything sounds outlandish. But to most people, the fact that the Queen of England is a lizard person is perfectly plausible. But what gets them all muddled up is when I throw in the fact that what if there is super lizard people controlling the lizard people? That gives them something to think about. My government worked directly in coalition with MI6 and the CIA on Project Excelsior. Now, it's common knowledge that everyone in the government had meetings with the secret alien overlords, and thus this tied into NATO, and NATO had connections that connected with the secret alien overlords to win the Cold War. Immediately after being sworn in, every US president has a meeting with the secret alien overlords. It's a fact.
Of course there's a centralized council running all this. We humans cannot be trusted to run our own affairs. My analysis of thousands of ancient texts, many written in languages that I don't even know how to speak and can't understand, point to a human-alien alliance of mammoth proportions. I explain this in at least 9 different chapters of my book.
There is no possible other way that the West could have won the Cold War if it was not from the secret alien overlords. Okay? It had nothing to do with a massive shift in geopolitical forces in the Soviet Union or, the strength of the West or anything like that. No. Of course it was the aliens. People say it wasn't because that's a story. A nice, convenient story. A little too convenient. And this is not just recent. Oh, no. If you go back and you look at the ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs, it is clear that you can see that right here, Ramses is meeting with the ancient alien overlords. Take a nice long look.
So I've traveled 4 days to get to Swankamum, Namibia, where I've tracked down a living alien cyborg. A man and robot who calls himself CHH2763. Given the secrets this man possesses, he fears for his life, afraid that very powerful people will kidnap him and use his powers for evil. Talk to me about where you're from.
Originally, I'm from Earth, just like you. But then, it happened. After having quite a bit to drink, I was stumbling down the street, minding my own business, and then there was this light.
What color was the light?
Well, it was a bluish red.
So it was purple?
No, a little lighter than that.
So was that?
No, not quite that light. Maybe it was orchid.
Are you sure it wasn't lilac? Because that is quite similar.
Now that I think about it, it might be more of an amethyst.
Amethyst makes sense. So what happened after this amethyst light?
In an instant, I was transported to planet 100012 in the Andromeda Galaxy.
Tell me about this place.
The entire planet is inhabited by super-intelligent robots. Killbot, their leader, informed me that they would replace parts of me with robotic tissue and send me back to Earth.
Sounds like quite a trip.
I am the vanguard of a long-term colonization plan. On the 2nd and 4th Fridays of each month, I go to the designated area to transmit my findings.
Transmission. How exciting. As you know, the investigators ask the tough questions. Are you ready?
My data ports indicate I am ready.
Since you're a part robot, can we see proof?
I would love to, but here's the catch. Their technology is so advanced, their machines look exactly like human organs. So if you give me an X-ray, you would see nothing different.
How ingenious. I've got another question for you. Who runs the super intelligent robots?
Excellent question. And of course, my hybrid computer mind has some answers for that.
I've trekked through the jungles of Cambodia to find someone with a very powerful secret. A secret so powerful it could blow the lid off the very fabric of reality. This is going to replace one unsubstantiated theory with an even bigger one. It was quite a journey to get here.
First of all, every spy agency in the world is out for me. Second of all, I am a lizard individual, and I need this heat and humidity.
That makes sense why at the zoo the lizard exhibit is always warm and smells weird. Just like you!
Oh, absolutely.
There are some silly people in the world who refuse to acknowledge the fact that lizard people exist. But you are the ultimate proof.
That is correct. For the first time ever, I'm willing to transform into my lizard alter ego self on camera for you all.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see this. Are you ready?
The transformation takes quite a while.
Of course, I fully understand.
No! No!
I'm King Salamander, Regent and Administrator of the Luxor Quadrant, the Galaxy. One of my responsibilities is to ensure the continued colonization of the orb that you call the Earth.
Oh my gosh, I'm talking to a real lizard person.
Incorrect. I am not a mere lizard person. I am in fact a super lizard person.
Uh-huh. So, as a member of the investigators, I have to ask the hard questions. So, the humans are controlled by the lizard people, and the lizard people are controlled by the super lizard people. Who then controls the super lizard people?
As a provocative and scintillating question, I have an answer.
Is time travel real? If so, can it be proven? Investigators provide shocking answers to both mysteries.
Tracking down a time traveler or a chrononaut is quite difficult. Not only do you have to find where they are, but they could be anywhere in time. When I landed in Dallas from New York, I noticed something was off. All of the clocks were an hour behind. That's when I knew that we were close to the infamous time traveler, Bucky McLamay, who was using his powers on the entire city.
I finally tracked you down.
I have to be quite careful since I have the secrets of time.
So, why are we here in Dealey Plaza?
This is the site of one of the most shocking events in American history. The assassination of John F. Kennedy.
So you're saying that the President of the United States was assassinated right here in Dealey Plaza? What an incredible revelation.
Yeah, and I was at the assassination.
But that was over 50 years ago, and you're not nearly that old. That's impossible.
When you're a professional time traveler, nothing is impossible.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. Tell me how this worked.
Well, when I was a wee lad, I was part of Project Montezuma, the CIA's super top secret time travel project. Of course, children were needed for this project because the project came from a group of aliens that were small in size.
Of course, everyone knows that aliens are small because of gravity.
CIA planned to send me back to November 21st, 1963, the day before the assassination. They gave me a camera, told me to take some cool pictures.
Of course, that's what I would do if I had a time machine.
Except there was one slight problem. Earlier that month, there was an earthquake in Indonesia, which affected the Earth's rotation, which affected the Dynamax calibrations, which made me go to November 22nd, the day of the assassination.
Of course, the Dynamax calibrations. Makes perfect sense.
Please keep in mind that I was only a wee lad, and it took me a moment to realize where I was. And then I heard the shots ring out. I tried, but I couldn't do anything.
That is the most inspiring story I have ever heard. But I have to ask the hard questions. Do you have proof of this time travel?
I'm no fool! Of course! You've probably seen this historical photo before, yes? Well, see that little boy right there? That's me, teleported from the future.
But how do I know that that's you?
Quite simple. Kennedy was assassinated on a Friday, a school day, so the only plausible explanation for a young boy being there was that I was teleported from the future.
That actually makes a lot of sense. But now, here comes the really hard question. Who gave this information to the CIA?
I'm not sure your viewers can handle the truth.
After an extraordinary game of cat and mouse, I finally caught up with the man in the black truck here in Chihuahua City, Mexico. Turns out it wasn't actually a black truck, it was more of a black minivan.
Aha! Greetings, fellow traveler and the conspiracy underground.
It's a real pleasure to meet another true conspiracy professional.
My intelligence indicated you're investigating the conspiracy of everything.
Yes, I sent that in my email to you.
How very astute of you. Right now I feel like a young Albert Einstein sitting in his family's patent office in Austria. Wait, maybe getting a little bit mixed up with Hitler. Well, whatever, I'm feeling like a super genius on the cusp of an incredible revolution. I've devoted years of my life to developing this incredible theory of the fives. Articulation. Now, this may look incredibly complex, but keep in mind that it only looks this way because it's made up of many logical dead ends. But that's the beauty of it. Of course, it starts with the government, CIA, FBI, NASA, and about 8 other dozen agencies and other agencies that only I've heard of. From there, it explodes to include things like WikiLeaks, the Rand Corporations, Microsoft, and of course, Arby's. Then, of course, you have things like the lizard people, Merlin, Thor, Genghis Khan, and King Nebuchadnezzar. Then I have a separate treaty that starts with all the world's religions, starting with a handful that I made up.
This is utterly extraordinary. I think it's beautiful, but I'm going to have to disagree with you on a few points. Now, it says here that you don't think that the baboon man of Zanzibar and the Yeti are the same thing as Bigfoot, when they're clearly the same, alright? They're the same family here.
Well, that might be true, but they're the same thing. It's like brother and sister. They're not the same.
Well, they may be similar, yes, and they're distinct from each other, yes, I agree, and they're also similar, yes, I agree, but you have to look, and you have to see the lines that connect them. My lines are clearer than your lines. My Sharpie is clearer than your Sharpie.
And then you look at this other religion, and then it says the baboon man of Zanzibar.
We're not talking about religion. You have to focus on the physical features.
But in the religion I made up, the Bigfoot and the baboon man of Zanzibar is the same thing.
The question of the five has vexed humankind since ancient times. Investigators provide the real answers.
I've traveled all the way to the Aleutian Islands, which is apparently in Alaska. I'm going to meet with an elusive Canadian woman named Frederique Disk, who has all the exclusive proof about who's behind humans' greatest inventions. I'm here in a remote cabin where she's here hiding from powerful forces.
After joining every pseudo-religious group and spending my entire inheritance, it became very obvious to me that all the significant inventions on Earth were guided by a council of the five super alien geniuses.
Of course. Now, we've previously established that the ancient humans were a whole bunch of dummies, so your theory must be correct. You've been in contact with the five.
After I ate some mushrooms a strange homeless guy gave me, I meditated for 5 hours. Then I was invited to an intergalactic meeting the five was having. At the meeting, Zaxxon gave a PowerPoint presentation detailing all of the inventions that the 5 gave humans.
Fascinating. Can you provide some examples?
They gave Zorg the caveman the wheel. They gave the printing press to a guy named Fraumeister, but he got ran over by a horse, so they gave it to Gutenberg. They also gave Miles Davis a trumpet.
I have heard that music is a universal language.
Of course, but the most important thing they've done is that they gave the McDonald's brothers their recipe for their French fries. Crispy on the outside, yet pillowy on the inside. And just the right amount of salt. Just the right amount.
Finally, the answer to my question. But I always feel bad because sometimes I would eat like 3 or 4 containers for dinner. And then I'm like, wow, I ate so many carbs and the salt and the sodium.
Okay, yeah, and like the McBLT and the leaded gasoline and other crappy inventions. Yeah, no, the 5 had nothing to do with that trash. That was made by humans.
Fascinating. But now I have to ask you the hard questions. Do you have any proof?
The proof is sitting among us. I have here an empty box of fries. It used to be a full box of fries, but I got hungry, so I ate them. But if you do an analysis of the grease, you'll find all the DNA evidence you need. Alien DNA.
Amazing. I'm wowed. I'm speechless. But here's another hard question. Who controls the 5?
The answer is quite surprising.
Now, let's talk about the pyramids. They were supposedly built 4,000 years ago. However, I am seeing the pyramids on the cover of Earth, Wind, and Fire. This album came out in the year 1977, the exact same year as Star Wars. This is clear evidence of an intricate connection of mammoth proportions between humans, extraterrestrials, and a Los Angeles-based pop band.
Ever since Cleopatra lived in the pyramids, humans have been fascinated by these structures. The investigators provide the answers about where they came from.
Since this is such a big conspiracy, there's no way I'm sitting out on this one. So now I'm on the trail of Thursday Van Brocklin, the world's premier pseudo-expert on megalithic structures. I went through 4 cities, transferred planes 3 times. Then someone told me it just would have been faster to drive. When I met up with Thursday, she insisted on meeting on a train. Why are we meeting on this train?
The laws of physics states that a person that is constantly in motion is impossible to catch.
Yes, I believe Sir Isaac Newton said that. Very well played.
I've been interrogated by DORPO, the U.S. Navy's alien weaponized technology group, and they're a slippery bunch.
Oh, you don't need to tell me that. I've gone toe-to-toe with DORPO many times. But now, I believe you have a theory about the pyramids.
We start with the assumption that ancient humans were incredibly stupid. They lived in caves and ate bugs, so there's no way that they could have built anything.
See, Thursday, I'm with you, because I was listening.
There's no way that they could have figured out how to build these things. These mainstream archaeologists think that powerful people with unlimited money and unlimited slave labor were able to create these structures in decades. They're just intricately stacked pieces of rock. We couldn't even do that today.
This is crazier than anything I've ever heard, and I come from the world of arm wrestling.
Working from that assumption, aliens are the only possible way that these things could have gotten built.
What? So you're telling me that the aliens gave us pyramid blueprints?
Oh no. The reality is much more amazing. The pyramids are the spaceships.
What? That's Bananas Thursday! They don't even look like spacecraft!
We tend to think that spaceships are going to look like what they look like in the movies, but in reality, they are much different. They are made of a substance that's almost organic in nature, and when they got here, they looked much different. As these spaceships interacted with our oxygen-rich environment, they started to resemble what we call today rocks.
You know those theories that just start to come together? Like when Einstein invented the gravity.
There's one problem. This information is so explosive that I'm going to have the whole archaeology industrial community after me.
Don't you dare worry about that! I've fought foes much tougher than those squirrels! But now, time for the tough question. Who or what is behind bringing these spacecrafts to planet Earth?
I think we both know the answer to that.
After spanning the globe and collecting vital data, Butch Maroon has locked the investigators in the command center to analyze their findings, when they come to a shocking conclusion.
Alright, gang, we've been locked in this room for 14 hours, and I desperately need to use the bathroom. But we are bound by our sworn duty to figure this thing out. What do we got?
First, the Council of the Five, which controls certain quadrants of the 10 different galaxies, created the robot people to help them expand their reach into new markets.
Since the robot people were really busy, they invented time travel to help them get more done. But when one of their spaceships crashed on Earth, the CIA began conducting the time travel experiments.
Of course, when the CIA was founded, it was run by lizard people. Now, however, it is run by super lizard people.
And we know that all types of lizard people came to Earth in giant pyramid-shaped spaceships that we see today.
You know something, gang? Isn't it great when we crack a case like this? Wow!
So a former arm wrestler and his intrepid band of investigators has successfully unraveled the mysteries of the universe. Next week, the team will explore the werewolves of Atlantis.